Story in The Athletic today by Anthony Slater talking about what's going on with the Warriors. And you know what the answer is? Not that much. Not that busy, man.
It still would be chaos, though, right?
Huh?
It's still dubbed chaos.
What
no
is?
pun intended. What they're going through.
Is it?
I'm telling you this.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to say,
Yeah.
right, and I don't mean to stop you and cut you off.
No,
4 minutes
take
into
your
the
time.
show.
I did it a lot Friday. I went back
But
and
if-
listened to the show on the way home. Good Lord.
But if you are saying 888-957-9570, the Warriors in chaos, I think 90% of the people say, no, they're not in chaos. The transition.
Well, that
life,
yeah, okay.
Life
Look at
has
you.
transitions.
Positive
Life has
Steiny.
pivotal moments. Chaos. Whew.
Well, I'll tell you what. Half the fan base, to me, I told you and Evan this before the show, I feel like, and I know we've talked about this young man ad nauseum, I feel like they want Jordan Poole off the Warriors. If I can do anything to keep Jordan Poole as a Warrior, that's a big win for me. But Steiny, every day I wake up and read The Athletic or come in here and shoot the stuff with you guys, that there is not a mandate that Jordan Poole says he wants out of town. I'm going Festus Ezeli. I'm starting to think maybe this can be fixed. Draymond, because I do think he's staying, Steiny. I think Draymond and Poole can coexist. You say what for that? Because we haven't heard Poole
Nobody
wants
knows.
out of here. Too early?
That's one where I don't think anybody knows. Well, I'm not sure. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't think we know whether these two guys can play together or not. Couple things have shown itself, if you will, though. Mike Dunleavy right now and Kirk Lacob, they're running the show.
Okay.
According to Anthony Slater. So Dunleavy and Lacob, and according to Slater, both those guys were instrumental in the Jordan Poole extension. And in fact, they both go back to drafting Jordan Poole out of Michigan. So the assumption there would be Dunleavy and Kirk Lacob like Jordan Poole.
No doubt.
And they feel maybe a little bit even responsible for having him here. So then the question is, well, if they're leaning toward Poole, well, what does that mean for Draymond Green?
No doubt. And Steiny, I got to believe that carries a lot of weight. What you talked about, the Jordan Poole, the things that went into the two guys that went into giving him an extension with Dunleavy and Lacob. So to me, forget my corporate days, Steiny, that means something. Okay, and here we are. I keep going to Ezeli, Steiny. You think he knew something or he's hearing something to where those two guys can't coexist? But until we hear Jordan Poole wants up out of here, I'm doing everything under the sun to prevent that.
And how about this?
Give it to me.
Adrian Wojnarowski reporting 4 teams in the running for Chris Paul. The Clippers.
Give it to me.
The Lakers. The Knicks. And the Warriors.
Oh, boy.
I thought anybody wanted Chris Paul and the Warriors. I know basketball, huh? Somebody.
Nobody said that.
Somebody in the Warriors must be sniffing around Chris Paul.
Look at him.
And we're not going to do the same show again, but I'll just say what I said.
If he comes here, I'll leave.
What do you
That'll
mean?
be the ultimate that'll be the walk-off.
For who?
You. If
Why?
Chris Paul actually comes here.
I don't want him to come here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying,
Yeah,
if you're going down a certain avenue, which I don't want the Warriors to go down, but if they go down that avenue that I don't prefer they go down, well then, yeah, go ahead and get him.
Yeah.
But I'm
we need youth. We don't need age.
well, and the other thing is, here's one thing I was thinking about Jordan Poole, and so much of this to me is not even about
All right.
the punch. Steph's 35. Clay's what, 33? You're really going to trade your 23-year-old combo guard when those two guys are getting up there? Let me just throw this at you. Let's say Clay misses 10 games. It'd be pretty good. And Steph misses 20. Like, who's going to start the 30 games that neither one of those guys start?
Wow. I don't. Right now, the answer is Jordan Poole. And
Exactly.
It's not even a second thought. It's just natural.
Exactly.
So I'm with you. That does mean something. Damn, Steiny, I didn't see that list. Warriors on the list, huh? I don't know why. I still think he's going back to. I feel he's going back to Phoenix.
Well, that's a possibility.
Because what are they going to do? And what would he want to do? Not pass the ball to Booker or Kevin Durant?
I don't know. Does Chris Paul think the Lakers are better than the Suns? I don't know. But there's a lot going on. The other thing is that here's the other another player that's surfacing. Any interest in Karl Anthony Towns? Any interest in Karl Anthony Towns?
Tell me when you're asking me.
You? No.
Hell yes! He's been a dream and a target of mine. Since Chris Webber, the Warriors, this would be the best post player that the Warriors had that could go out and hit three. He's a hybrid. And I know sometimes he tries to be a guard too much, but every time I watch the Warriors play the T-Wolf Steiny, he causes havoc. Half of it is because they don't have anything to offset him just from a physical standpoint. So I will drive to Oakland Airport, SFO, to get Karl Anthony Towns. Steiny, he would be perfect, and he's got a little nasty in him. And I know a year ago we laughed and nobody wanted him, but he had a pretty good year, but last year wasn't his best. But, man, if somehow you could get Karl Anthony Towns in a Warrior uniform, watch out, Jack.
Watch out for what?
I love Poole, so I'm hoping Kuminga.
It would be Poole, Kuminga, and maybe Patrick Baldwin Jr. And the 19th
Is there any
pick.
way I could substitute Wiggins for Poole? Because, Steiny, you got me thinking about Wiggins. I mean, Poole's age.
Do they want Wiggins back in Minnesota?
That would not happen, no.
I mean, I can't see
Cat.
I mean, the funny thing is Karl Anthony Towns. Cat, hell no, he doesn't get with Wiggins. Okay.
He would be coming to that combo. But this is different. You got the chef.
650 says Chris Paul's too old. Karl Anthony Towns is too soft. And you know what? Let me just throw this at you. All these things we're talking about. Chris Paul, trading Poole, not re-signing Draymond. What about Karl Anthony Towns? Is there a great decision among them? Is there a no-brainer among them? My answer is no. There's not.
LeBron James.
You want Karl Anthony Towns for Poole, Kuminga, Patrick Baldwin Jr. in the 19th? That's a lot for Karl Anthony Towns. Ooh. Now, he's in his prime, but you're getting rid of two guys. You're getting rid of three. Like, this is the catch-22 for the Warriors. We all hate how young they are, but you're really going to get rid of three players under 24 years old?
That are really playing no role right now in helping Steph Curry win a championship. So if it is about Steph Curry, Steiny.
Well, Poole's helped him win a championship.
True. But other than that, this would be an immediate upgrade for Steph Curry and his chances or how close he could get back to winning another championship.
Would it?
I think Karl Anthony Towns is badass. And I think if you got him with Draymond, it makes Draymond's job easier. But some of that dog that Dre has and is the master of would rub off on Cat, who can at times, I know people going to laugh, get nasty, Steiny. Dude's a bucket. Look at his numbers, man.
He's got great numbers. He's got great numbers. Does he make the Warriors better?
Man, I got to believe. I'm Steiny, yes.
Good player. There's no doubt about it. He's a real good player. The funny thing about this is
27. That's a baby.
Yeah. The part that's interesting.
OGs.
The part that's interesting is so he's making $36 million next year.
Lay on what he's getting after that.
Then after that, he's making essentially 49,
56,
54, 57. Last year of his contract, he's got a player option for $60 million. So you might say, well, Joe Lacob can't take on all that money, which is about $250 million.
All right.
Okay, but you're going to get rid of Poole, so subtract $128 million from that because that's what he's going to be due. And then you have Kuminga. Well, you're going to have to pay Jonathan Kuminga at some point, right? You got to pay him. Now, I don't know how much he's worth.
If he's here.
Yes, if he's here.
Okay.
if he's here. Let's say he's a $50 million, 4 years, $50 million. That's $12 million.
Right.
So by obtaining
Damn, JK.
Karl Anthony Towns, you obviously give up Kuminga, so you're going to save the money that you have to pay him or would have had to pay him for the extension.